today's review, I have a sample of Paul Smith's story. Now, I got the sample because of Mark's review. It was his sleeper hit for 2010, and as with another one of his sleeper hits, Iceman by T.A. Mugler, I was disappointed with this one again. That's two disappointments for Mark's sleeper hits. But as I wore this fragrance more and more, until I had this much left in the sample, the more I wore it, the more I enjoyed it, and my opinion developed, and I enjoyed it a lot more than I did at first try. So let me give you my opinion of it in this review. First, longevity. Longevity is really good on this fragrance. I get at least 8 hours with this one, 8 hours and up. So good longevity. I don't give it any deduction in points. Projection. At first, it projects fairly well, as most of the fragrances do, and then in the dry down, as it dries down, it becomes really close to the skin. But I think with this fragrances, if you play sports, or you run, or you work out, and you're active and your body gets hot, this thing projects pretty good in the dry down. It still projects. So in this one, you have to have really hot body for it to project, but it does. I could smell it in the dry down even. But on a regular day, if you go to work, to the office, it's pretty close to the skin, not offensive. It's good work scent. Age. I believe anybody could wear this. It would suit more of a 25 and up range. Of course, old men can wear this one, definitely. 25 and up. But if you're a young guy like me and you enjoy green fragrances, definitely go with this one. It is fairly cheap. You can get this one for, I believe, on FragranceNet, I saw 1 ounce for $20, and for $40 you can get a 3.4 ounce. So good price on this one. The smell. When I first put this on, even though this scent has some grapefruit in it, let me give you the notes of this baby. The notes in this one include grapefruit, bergamot, green ivy in the top notes, and in the middle notes is jasmine, green rose, and then the base notes are modern musk, mineral amber, and cedarwood. So what I get when I first sprayed on, a lot of people get the grapefruit. I don't get that at all. What I get is a kind of smell you would get in a greenhouse or a hothouse, whichever one you know. If you know what those things are, that's what I get, the green, strong green smell. And then as it develops, it stays green through the whole fragrance, but as it develops, I pick up the flowery vibe, and the musky and the woody notes. So it becomes a blend of flowery, musky, woody blend with green notes in it as well. So that's it. The situation, the best setting for this fragrance. Again, I picture myself being in a hothouse or a greenhouse. If you don't know what that is, a greenhouse is basically something that farmers use. They build this glass house and they put plants inside, so that plants, so the sun comes in the hothouse or the greenhouse, and the heat stays inside, so it gets really hot in there, really warm, and really moisturized. There's a lot of moisture inside of it. Particularly in Russia, they use it because it's not very hot, obviously. So they use that to make the plants grow better. And when you come inside of it, it's just that moisture, really wet, moistured air, green air, because all those plants perspire, and there's a lot of green air inside the hothouse. So I picture myself in the hothouse, but there's not just plants. There's also maybe some flowers planted inside, and I'm sitting on a wood log, just relaxing on a wood log inside a hothouse with some flowers growing around me. So that's kind of vibe I get from it. Let's go with the season. This is a spring fragrance, definitely spring. I could also use it in the summer and maybe fall, but particularly spring fragrance, nice fresh green fragrance. why you will like it. If you like vetiver scents, if you like just green scents in general, uh, this one is a way to go. Cheap, uh, good smell. Smells like you're smelling something that's not 20 or 30 bucks. Smells like you're smelling $80 fragrance. Why you would hate? Obviously, if you don't like green fragrances, I don't care for them too much. So if you're one of those guys who is not into green fragrances, you probably are not gonna like this one. Because the florals and all the other notes are not the dominant ones. It's basically green throughout. It's really green. The shining part. It's tough to pick a shining part. The top notes are nice and they're kind of like this strong green smell with like like I said, like moisture, green plants. That's what I smell. That's the kind of vibe I get. But then, even though the dry down is pretty weak, it's close to the skin, I still enjoy that blend that you get at the end. So the dry down and the base notes are the winners for the shining part. The opponent cologne. The opponent cologne for this one in my collection would be Eau de la Lique. It's the only similar smell that I have, green smell, sort of. So that's the opponent cologne for this one. I'm gonna add a new feature to my sample and mini bottle reviews, and it's called Would I Buy It? Would I buy this a big bottle of this sample? And the answer for Paul Smith's story is yes. For 20 bucks, I can buy a 1 ounce, and that would be good enough for me. Very nice fragrance. If you have 20 bucks, go to fragrancenet.com. Use my coupon code Kirill and pick this one up for 20 bucks, 1 ounce. Very good deal. Very nice fragrance. A rating. Longevity doesn't get a deduction. Good longevity. Projection gets a 1-point deduction. It's a little bit weak, a little bit too close to the skin for me in the dry down. And then the smell gets a 1.5-point deduction. Same thing with chrome, same kind of deduction. I'm not amazed by it. It's nice, so fairly good rating for smell. Versatility, just a 0.5-point deduction. I'm not gonna use it in the winter. I'm probably not gonna use it in the club, or a romantic setting, but everything else is fair game. Pretty versatile scent. That's about it. 7 out of 10 final rating. Good scent, good green smell. Hope you enjoy it. Pick this one up, definitely. Sample this one. Either just get a $20 bottle for 1 ounce bottle at FragranceNet, or you can get like a $1 sample at FragranceNet again. Yeah, that's it, guys. That's it for my review. Please comment on the bottom what you thought. If you own this, tell me what you think of it. If you own any other green fragrances, tell me what other good green fragrances are out there. That's it. Peace.